So how long? So the bathroom can be finished when?
Next week, maybe I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay. So it'll pretty much be done Wednesday or Thursday.
Yes.
Okay. Minus even you're gonna. What about the cabinet? He did say okay on the cabinets. He asked me for like 1,700. So.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it doesn't make anything.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. So that'll make that look a lot better. And they should be back to finish the closet, that little bit of flooring in the closet and the laundry. So they'll have to disconnect that and move that out. And that's it. And then the lighting, little lighting changes. Did you pick out the faucets yet?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be the same brand. Like
Something looks kind of, modern.
Yeah. I had the color over there. The gloss lip or something, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna do the same on the top.
From the top down, yeah.
Okay. It's many. So I can get out of the way.
Okay. So these doors, just the WD-40 or something on them, the sliders, and then the screens, you can get those back up, right?
I will do this.
Not to worry about today, but just they're not moving smoothly at all. So, and then I gotta get out here and figure out like power washing and stuff like that.
It's dropping.
The screen itself, yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a given. Beyond the fact that it's off track, that one looks okay, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's probably this. If this just needs to be cleaned out, and it'll roll smoother. Okay. Then I gotta get this power washed, and then just trim this up a little bit, and it'll look good. Some plants. Put some lawn chairs out here, and see if I can get Offenbachers company, Offenbachers. I'm gonna see if them to put some furniture out here, and I'll put their price tags on it. See what they say. It's either yes or no. If they don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah.
All right. So that does it. We'll be back again tomorrow. It's all the little things at the end when you get down to the wire and you set a time frame or a deadline, and we're gonna stick to it. So I'm glad Kiko's coming on Saturday. So we'll be back tomorrow. The bathrooms really start to take shape. The secondary bathroom is not as much, really getting the vanity and the mirror and light in, but it's this main master bathroom, which if you saw the earlier videos, when we started this, it's been completely gutted. So it's completely transformed. Put the mask on temporarily in the lobby. Kind of looks like a hotel when you see it that way. Portico and everything gonna come up, and the bellman's gonna come get your bag. It sort of has that feeling in the lobby. The feeling when you come into a building is really important, and every building has its flaws, but one of the things that this building does have is a really nice entrance. Just huge, high ceiling, bright light. I wish they would duplicate more of that in the hallways. That's one of the things I'm gonna actually talk to them about, see if they'll implement that. Just turn the lights up a little bit. Actually, I think it would need new lighting, and of course, that means more cost, and you don't want to add any new higher condo fees. But anyway, just my little sidebar on the lighting in the hallways. That's in most condos and apartments. It's like they want to, I guess, have you get to your room faster. Maybe that's the psychology behind it, but I don't think anyone wants to hang out in the hallways anyway, but it makes you feel that way. Like they're trying to get you in the hallway, in your condo room faster. I want to talk about sort of what I'd call evergreen real estate. This pandemic has shifted people's minds a little bit, but one thing is there are certain premium locations and properties, and I think right where I am right now is one of those. People are definitely looking at properties where they have more space, more land, especially if they have a lot of kids, a larger family, and want to spread out. But places like this, where literally 1 block away, right where my finger is a Whole Foods. You have townhomes especially right there. Those are spacious enough. And those townhomes will give you the ability to always be close to a place like Whole Foods and other restaurants. And yes, I know about delivery. I know about everything can be delivered right now, but there is always a certain percentage of society, I being one of them, that likes to touch and feel and look at their produce at least. And I don't really buy a lot of the packaged stuff. If you buy packaged stuff, you know, it's a whole nother health issue. Then you can get it shipped from anywhere. It doesn't matter, right? It's gonna last for months and it doesn't really matter. But if you're getting produce and things like that, so I don't want to get sidetracked on a whole health video here, like talking about it, but I'm talking about evergreen properties. That's evergreen locations where there's always going to be a value, unless there's something seriously chaotic that happens. You know, it's not an urban area where all of a sudden there's decay. This is a vibrant area, this area, North Bethesda. You know, in the condo building that I just left right behind me, there can be problems within a particular development or a building, but places like those townhomes and the general location are always going to have viability. The metro may not be as strong as it was years ago, but it's still 3 blocks away. Whole Foods is a block away. Multiple restaurants are right there. There will be a time again when people are going out to restaurants. You know, it reminds me of what just happened with the Washington Capitals, where 4 players, including Alexander Ovechkin, I guess they're getting fined and now they got to go in the COVID protocol of why they hung out in their hotel, in one of their hotel rooms together. And I guess that's a no-no, right? Well, why did they do that? Because they probably wanted to spend some time outside of their room with someone else. So they didn't even go out. They were in one of the guys' hotel rooms together. So what does that mean? People want to be around people, you know, maybe not all the time. There are some people that just want to be alone all the time, and they can do that. But there are enough people that want to go out still. And so these, what I call evergreen areas of real estate, where you can walk to Whole Foods, you can walk to, in this case, really within a third of a mile roughly, Harris Teeter, My Organic Market, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Giant, and Safeway. Those areas are going to continue to be popular. So just something to think about when you're getting into an area. Now, of course, these townhomes went up in value substantially once Whole Foods was announced, and there became more of an appeal for a lot of things. So you can also look ahead as to where the areas are changing, and there are plenty of spots, especially within cities, that are doing that. But those areas that have a lot of stuff around them are still going to be popular, and there's not going to be as much of a mass exodus out of certain city areas. And when you're talking about city, we're not talking about New York City. We're talking about these areas here that are sort of urban, but they're still have a little bit of a suburban type feel. You know, you have grass around you, you have trails, and you go just a mile or half a mile one way and you've got, you know, giant parks and things like that. Always going to be popular, always a good idea if you like that kind of area to feel good about making a purchase there. And as long as you're going to stay around for a while. As with any piece of real estate, unless it's specifically designed to buy it and fix it up and turn it around and sell it because you got some kind of deal, really, really good deal on it, there was some major problem and nobody else saw it, you know, you got to think more long term. At least 5 years, I'd say more, look at really honestly 7 to 10 years. And if you do it that way, in these kind of areas, you'll always have a demand. And the backup, if you need to rent it, you can always rent the property, because there are definitely people that want the quick access to the amenities. That's always a good route to go. If you didn't want to sell it, you had to move out for a year or two, you have a renter. They will come and they will take your place. And I hope that's helpful. So thinking about evergreen locations for real estate. Take care. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the rest of the videos in this condo renovation project from start to finish until we take it live for sale, then click over here, subscribe, or down below, wherever it is, and we'll see you on the next video.